Events like the Asia-Pacific Rainforest Summit are important to the region because these issues around deforestation, forest degradation, and emissions reductions are really political issues and economic issues. And events like this bring together people from a lot of different countries to explore the problems, to seek challenge solutions, and to try to find a way that they can learn from each other. This event, where there's probably 1,000 people registered from maybe 20 or 30 different countries, is a really good opportunity to do just that. Well, if you think about a lot of the countries in the Asia-Pacific region have traditionally been forested countries. Their initial economic growth started with the harvesting of timber and the selling of timber for local markets and for global markets. Forestry has always been part of a broader economic development program for many of the countries. The challenge that is existing right now is the fact that the economic development plan of many countries has favored agricultural expansion, mining expansion, and associated infrastructure at the expense of forests. By explicitly recognizing the role of people and economic development in this year's conference, it means we're really trying to put forests at the heart of rural economic development and make sure it's part of the rural economic development strategy, rather than that something that suffers from a rural economic development strategy. And that repositioning, I think, is really important as we think about forests in the future. So I think the Asia-Pacific region has a couple of big challenges that it's trying to confront. And if you step back and look at the Asia-Pacific region, there's about 60% of the world's population. It's the fastest growing part of the region, or the world economically, over the last 40 years. This combination of a lot of people and a lot of economic activity is creating a big demand for goods and services. And a lot of those goods and services are imported, and they come from different countries. So what that means is that there's a big pressure placed on the resource base. For example, with forests, a lot of people are demanding more furniture, more building materials, more paper products, things that are directly derived from forests. A lot of people are also seeking to change their eating habits. So there's a preference for greater amounts of protein. That means more land for agriculture and more lands for animals, or more lands for fisheries. So this demand for protein increases the need to supply animal products for the global and the local market. So the problem with that is you end up with overfishing, or the problem with that is you end up with overharvesting of timber. I think a third thing that's an issue for the Asia-Pacific region is air quality. In